Hello guys, so welcome back to a brand new video here today upon my channel guys. Today my friends are going to be checking out a fan-made Pokemon game called Pokemon Regioness. This project has been renamed. It used to be called Pokemon Kanto Generation, and the developer reached out to me and said, Arron, would you be up for the challenge to test out this, basically like a rebrand of the game, and they've add some like quality improvements and stuff to the game since last time, and I'm up for checking this one out, see how it goes. But obviously this is more for like testing purposes. Obviously if you do want to check this game out for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description so go ahead and check it out. Obviously any feedback that you have for the developer, make sure you let them know about it, okay? So then they know what to work on, what things you enjoy, what things you don't like. And if you have any ideas to improve the development of the game, make sure you let the developers know. So as you can see here, welcome to the brand new redesigned Pokemon Regioness. A new testing is open for players to give back their feedback. This will help me, the developer, take your feedback into consideration to fix any bugs, errors, or glitches in the game. Okay, it's not letting me. Okay, so straight off the bat, I see it says we just kind of need like an option where we could just scroll up or down without it like interfering with the character's like camera movement. So if you could work on that for me, just like implement that so then we can like have a smoothness when we just like scrolling up or down, or have like a little tab option next to the text so then you can have it so you can just tap it if you want to scroll down or scroll up. That would be pretty cool. It says here there's 13 Pokemon catchable. Obviously as well, I think there's supposed to be like a name here because when I saw like glimpses online of like gameplay and stuff, you were able to like pick your character's name, but I don't know if this is going to give me the option to, unless there's a button I need to click for it. Right, let's go into bag. So we've got new items here. Okay, so we can obviously collect items along the way, like you kind of like traditional Pokemon games and stuff. Obviously, you can collect things like Pokeballs and healing items and stuff. So, but okay, so there's nothing for our trainer card. Right, so that'll do for now. Let's do a little bit of exploring and see what sort of things we could do. Obviously, when we get Pokemon, we can heal, just like you kind of like in the Pokemon centers in the original Pokemon games and stuff. So we get a choice between these three Pokemon that we can choose from. We've got Bulbasaur, we got Charmander. Your boy's always going to pick Charmander. I feel like it's one thing that they should like look into as well. Is as you can see at the bottom of the screen, it feels like some of the text is kind of like cut off a little bit. If they could like reposition it up the screen a little bit, so then it's a little bit more viewable, that will be pretty good. Let's do a little bit of exploring now. The one thing I would say that I feel would be very beneficial is that when you are moving with either WASD and use the mouse just to be able to just like slight movements just to turn the camera angle so you can see your character from different perspectives. Just so you can like, just so like a smoother movement, just so you can see the world around you. Because I feel like I've got to kind of like drag the screen a little bit just to turn the character. I feel like that will be pretty good as an option. But so far, I'm liking the concept, the idea of this. I feel like it's pretty good because obviously the developer reached out to me. They sent me a link so I can like see a YouTube video and stuff, and I could see their vision on what they wanted to do with this game. And I like the idea of it. I like the fact that they're going to be able to like experience Pokemon in a completely sort of like different way. The only thing I would say, just to be careful about, is obviously if like say Nintendo or anyone get involved with it, because you see how they are when it comes to this sort of thing. And obviously look how they were about Power World and stuff, you know what I mean? But other than that, I hope that the whole project goes well for you. I really hope it does. Right, so let's look at. Okay, so we've got 105 Pokeballs. Okay. Got Leaf Stone, Moonstone, Firestone. Can we use the Firestone? And Charmander? Okay, I don't think we can use that. I'm guessing it's going to be like the old school style where you have to just like battle and then eventually get the option to like evolve your Pokemon. Right. I do feel like this can be like there should be something above my character. I feel like that's like a text box or something. Right. So we've got Oddish. Can we fight this Pokemon, or can we like capture the Pokemon or something? Like it's not even letting me click over to the Pokeballs. Okay. That's not good. So yeah, I just feel like there just needs to just be a few quality of life improvements for the game. Alright. Oh, we can battle. Okay, let's try and battle. So, 1 to Growl, 2 to Scratch, 3 to Emberth, 4 to Leer, 5 to Rage, 6 to Slash, 7 to Flamethrower, and 8 to Fire Spin. Oh, and I've got a kind of like, I feel like my indicator that like positions the sort of like position where we're going to be fighting in, I feel like it's a little bit like all over the place a little bit at the moment. Like it's not going in the direction I need it to. I've noticed as well, there's no audio. Like, is that supposed to be a thing, or I'm gonna have to have a look at the audio settings shortly, just in case. Like, because if it is that it's like glitched out or something, I'll restart the application just so then see if it like has any audio. The one thing I did see in the video as well is that there's going to be like a full character customization in the future and stuff. I feel like that'd be pretty cool, to be fair. Like, I'd love to be able to just like create my own trainer, give him a cool name, maybe like be like a gym leader defending like your own little city. Because you imagine like you can customize your own like city, be the gym leader of your own city, build your own like sort of group, kind of like how Team Rocket have got their own group and stuff. That'll be pretty cool. But build your own group of like trainers, and then take on other trainers, and obviously just go on like an adventure, and then maybe like be able to go against other like existing trainers from the Pokemon series. So imagine like if you went to Palatown and you managed to fight Professor Oak or Ash or something, or Gary or something. That would be pretty cool. But I feel like the button's a little bit all over the place a little bit. I feel like they're not like doing what I need them to do a lot. But no worries. Like I said, this is like more of a testing thing, so obviously I will obviously give some suggestions on what I think would be pretty good to like improve on certain things. I feel like the one thing that you should be able to have, maybe like a stat thing where you could be able to track the sort of Pokemon that you engage with. Obviously, with all this open area, maybe like implement some like different sorts of Pokemon with different sorts of environment. Maybe with this being like a testing area, so maybe have some like lava somewhere and have like some mountain or fire Pokemon around it. Maybe some waterfalls or something, and have some like water Pokemon. You could have things like, for example, you could have just trying to think of Gen 1 Pokemon off the top of my head. You could have Squirtle, you could have Horsey, you could have Goldeen maybe, and just stuff like that. Just like have like different sorts of areas within this testing area to represent like different types of Pokemon. Because obviously, if there's people out there who are new to Pokemon, then they can have like a good little feel, and maybe have like a on the Pokédex, you could have like basically a backstory about them Pokemon. Maybe like a trainer within the series who has that Pokemon in their collection, and maybe like talk about the sort of like the evolution like stages of it, like what it can go up to, what's the next stage in the evolution, etc. Like what things you like, what level it needs to be before it can evolve, etc. Okay, so we got audio now, which is good. I feel like it just glitched out a little bit. Whoa, that's loud, that's loud, that's loud. Wow. That's loud. That's very loud. Jesus, right. I don't get why that was so loud then. Right. Wow, that's really loud. Might need to adjust the audio settings in just a moment. I like the fact that they got like the old school battle music as well. That's pretty cool. Like, it just reminds me of the good old days when I used to play it on the Nintendo Game. Is the Game Boy Color? Nintendo Game Boy Color or something? Or the Game Boy Advance? Wow. Okay, the audio is really loud now for some reason. I'm gonna have to knock it down a little bit. There we go. Hopefully it's not going to be too loud. I do apologise if it's really loud on the video and you guys see this, but that was really loud in my ears. So yeah, I feel like just a little bit of tweaking with the audio settings a little bit. I feel like it's needed. But other than that, I think this is pretty good so far. I actually am quite enjoying it. For testing purposes and stuff, I feel like this is pretty cool. And I can see the vision where the developer wants to go with this. Like, they want to bring all the Pokemon in, have different regions, and it's basically an opportunity where eventually we're going to be able to do all sorts of cool stuff with this game. I feel like a PvP option will be really good in long term. Be able to like fight other trainers and stuff online. And wow, that's loud. That's so loud. Okay, so I've got Charmeleon now. So Charmander's evolved, which is cool. I also need to figure out how to catch Pokemon, because I've seen no prompt settings to allow me to do that, which is one of them things. Because I've got Pokeballs, but I don't know how to catch Pokemon. But we'll figure out, But yeah, so I feel like the one thing they should have in this, maybe something they can implement in a future update or something, I feel like there should be like some instructions to obviously so that you can learn the controls. Maybe have like a little tester tutorial, so then you can obviously learn how to do things before obviously going into the testing area to do it. I'd say with the open spaces within the testing area, like I've already mentioned, I feel like they could have had like different sorts of environments which you can interact with, which will show you and like different types of Pokemon. So for example, maybe they can have a little cave and you can have like rock Pokemon in there. They could have like a fire area where with lava and stuff, and it would have like fire type Pokemon. Right. And just stuff like that, I feel like it'll be pretty cool. Or just add some more things to fill up these emptier spaces, because I just feel like there's a lot of open area here. And obviously they need to move all the text up a little bit, because it kind of is like cut off on the bottom of the screen. So I don't know why it does that. But yeah, other than that, I think it's pretty cool. Obviously, the camera angles as well. Right. Okay, it's not letting me attack. I'm clicking the attack button, it's not letting me attack. I don't know what's happening right now. Why is this not attacking? Come on. See, the one thing I'd like for this game is, like, I'd like to see, like, them do something completely different that we don't tend to see in normal, traditional, like, Pokemon games. I'd like to be able to, like, see, like, when you see the TV series, you see, like, the friendship, the bonding between the trainer and the Pokemon. Like, it evolves over episodes. Which I feel like it'll be a pretty cool thing if they did this with the game. Like, maybe the more you use a Pokemon, the better the bonding you get with the Pokemon. So then maybe, like, they trust you better, they learn moves quicker and stuff like that. I feel like it'd be pretty cool. Right, it's literally not letting me attack right now, and I don't get why. Like, the cursor keeps aiming over there, but I'm pointing it over here, if that makes sense. Like, you can see the locking on to the Pokemon, but my cursor's pointing over there, and I just don't get why, and obviously now my Pokemon's fainted. Oh, okay. So we've got some options now. Okay. Heal my Pokemon. So, right. As a trainer, you can... Right, we'll start from the beginning. Go to the top level, you'll be able to choose one of the 3 starter Pokemon. We're already done that. We chose Charmander. Battle. Use the mouse to click and start a battle. We know how to do that. As a trainer, you'll be able to walk, run, interact with items, Pokemon, you use the menus to navigate, and you have full control, even swim. That'll be pretty cool, but we need some water areas to test that. Press the catching mode button, then use the mouse to click and throw the Pokeball at the highlighted wild Pokemon. How do we catch? Because I can't see that option on my screen. Like, I want to catch some Pokemon. Like, I want to be able to, like, at least get maybe 1 or 2 at least during this video. And then in future updates, obviously, if you guys would like to see more on this game, I'll happily, like, make more videos on future development of this game. Like, if it is that the developer makes more updates, you want me to cover it, I'm happy to do that if you want to see that. And obviously it's mentioned there about a PvP mode, which is great because in long term, with it being like an online fan game, as long as Nintendo and everything don't get involved with it, I feel like this will be a cool little thing which, you know, people can just battle each other and maybe trade like you could on the, back in the day. Like, I remember the Game Boy Color, me and my friends used to be able to have this little cable that you connect between 2 different Game Boy Color devices, and you could like trade Pokemon in the Pokemon Center, and like, it was so cool. And that'd be cool if you could do that on this. Could you imagine if, like, say, for example, I don't know, I wanted a Gyarados or something, and, you know, someone else wanted a Pikachu, and I had a spare one, I could, like, trade it with them. That'd be so cool. It's like this area here, I feel like they could have put some Pokemon here. Maybe I have, like, an Onix, or a Geodude, or maybe even a Zubat or something. That would be pretty cool. And maybe have like some woods area and have like a Caterpie, a Beedrill, maybe have a Metapod. That'll be pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like the old school Pokemon. Like, remember when you used to start the, like, I think it's like Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow? They were like this first set of like Pokemon you be introduced to. There's like Pidgey and Pidgeotto and stuff. Just making me old, feeling like just talking about these sorts of things makes me feel really old. Okay, so I literally feel like I'm not making any damage to this Pokemon right now. Come on. Like, it's showing me different types of, like, moves and stuff. It says normal, but I don't feel like I'm making any, like, impact. All I know for sure is I'm taking damage, and I can't see my moves impacting. I'm clicking the moves buttons, like it's telling me. It says there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And it's not letting me do anything. That's so loud. But yeah, like I said, guys, I'm liking this. I am liking it. I feel like there's a lot of, like, work that still needs to be done with the game, and obviously it is a testing purpose demo. So obviously, any feedback that you do have on this, and any ideas, suggestions, or things that you would like to see implemented into this game in the future, drop them in the comment section. Because at the end of the day, all your feedback will be passed on to the developer, and I feel like this is the starting point for it. I feel like there's a lot more that can be done with it. I do remember I made a video a while back on the Kanto generation version of the game, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was brilliant. And obviously, if in case you didn't check out that video, I'll leave it linked in the description as well, so you can go ahead and check it out, okay, after this video. Because at the end of the day, it's a starting point, and I feel like there's a lot of room for improvements. I'm happy to give any feedback or suggestions on this game, things that I feel that would improve the game and make it the best it could possibly be. And I want you guys getting on board with it as well. Like, I want you guys to check this out for yourself and download it and experience it. Play around with it. And if you come across any bugs, like glitches, errors, or anything, just make sure you let the developers know. Because the quicker that they know about these things, the quicker they can be fixed. And just think, we can get future updates, and we can see probably in like maybe a year or two from now, a full-fledged Pokemon game. Who knows? You know what I mean? But if you want me to cover like future updates on this, just let me know, man. Let me know. I'll be happy to do that. At least I've been managing to catch some Pokemon now. I want to at least get a couple, like at least 4 or 5 Pokemon.
Bellsprout.
That's not Bellsprout. That's Rattata. That's yeah. I feel like it's kind of glitched a little bit, but no worries. All right, let's see if we can catch this Pokemon. Okay, wrong way. I was aiming over there, but okay. Let's try a different one. My guy can do trick shots now. He can throw it backwards. That's brilliant. Okay. I want to be able to name my trainer. Like, I want to be able to get, like, see my name on the screen. Or on the trainer card thing. You know what I mean? Can you imagine if, like, you had to... You start as, like, a kid in the game, and then you have to do, like, training school as a Pokemon trainer, and then you get, like, a trainer license, and it allows you to be a Pokemon trainer. And then your trainer card is, like, whatever background you want to put as your character. So, for example, you could put, like, I don't know, a town that you grew up in. You could probably put your name. You can give, like, maybe, like, a bio description of, like, what sort of trainer you are. That would be pretty cool. Obviously, that could all be, like, implemented with the customization settings and stuff. I feel like that would be pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to try again. Let's see if we can try and catch the Pokemon. Let's try again. That's it now. I'm going to have the soundtrack stuck in my head now. Just like it did when I was a kid. Come on. It'd be cool as well, like, obviously, I don't know how many Pokemon they created already, but I'd love to see more of the Gen 1 Pokemon, because obviously, for being, like, a person my age, I see it as the Gen 1 Pokemon will always be the most nostalgic ones. Obviously, growing up and seeing Pokemon with different generations over the years, I see it as there's so many out there. Like, I feel like it would probably take them forever to implement every single Pokemon. But I feel like, you know, more Gen 1 Pokemons, different varieties, different sorts of, like, types of Pokemon. I feel like they should have added, like, maybe a Pikachu in as well, because in the older games, Pikachu, Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, like, the iconic 4. Maybe have Meowth in there as well, because obviously it was, like, the first villain Pokemon, like, the first proper villain one from Team Rocket. And obviously, when you, like, obviously later down the line, once they've implemented more updates and stuff, I feel like maybe have, like, a gym battle, like, as a testing, like, gym battle against a gym leader in the testing area, so then you can get used to, like, how the gym battles work, and stuff like that in game. I feel like that'd be pretty cool, because you want to test all these things out before, obviously, having them as, like, things you can engage with within the, like, the full-fledged version of the game. One thing I would like, though, as well, one thing that they could do, in fact, this is just an idea straight there, like, I'm going to be probably the first person to say this. I feel like the more YouTube content creators you have on board with this, I feel like they could have their own, like, sort of, like, trainer skins. So you imagine, like, me as a trainer skin for the character. Like, you know what I mean? Shaved head, ginger beard, a t-shirt saying Arron on it or something. That would be pretty cool. And then, like, that could be, like, my skin. And you could get it for, like, for if you ever, like, found me in game and beat me as a gym leader, you'll unlock, like, for example, a Arron outfit that you could earn or something. That would be pretty cool. But imagine if they did it with the other content creators and stuff, or streamers and stuff. That would be so cool. Or maybe as well, what they could do is have, like, this is just, like, as a cosmetic thing only. You imagine if they have, like, different sorts of cosmetic stuff you could introduce into the game, but they're all free, but they're earnable. So, like, I don't know, maybe you could change the Pokemon's colours, for example. Or maybe you can customize your own Pokemon balls or something in-game. That would be pretty cool. But obviously it still does the same thing, it's just a cosmetic change. So maybe, for example, I don't know, I wanted a black and gold with a blue outline as a Pokeball. Or a neon blue with yellow sort of tint Pokeball or something. That would be pretty cool. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, if you did, give it a big fat thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. I'd really, really appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this game. What things would you like to see being introduced to it? And if you have any feedback for the developer, let me know down below in the comment section. Anyways, hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all again real soon. Take care.